Now the platform I'm using this time is called TradeRush, and I chose this platform for 3 specific reasons. First, TradeRush is one of the market leaders when it comes to binary options. Second, they accept traders from all around the world. Third, and most important, the unbelievable accuracy of TradeRush's popularity tool, which is a social trading tool showing the direction most traders are trading at the moment, is great. Now, because TradeRush has millions of traders trading at the same time, this tool is far more accurate than any other binary options platform that I've ever come across. By clicking on the 60 Seconds tab, another advantage of TradeRush becomes clear. They offer binary options with an expiry time of 60 seconds. Right here, you can see the return that you get for each currency pair every 60 seconds. Yeah, you heard me correctly. With 60 seconds binary options, the return you see here is calculated every 60 seconds. It doesn't matter if your trade came in even a 0.5 decimal base or 1 pip above or below the actual price. If you were trading in the right direction, you're going to get the full return as shown right here. Now, here are the call and put buttons. Here you can see the current rate of the Euro USD, and here you can see how the currency has performed for the last hour or so. Now let's click on the Binary Options tab. I'm going to choose Euro USD because this pair allows for a maximum profit of 81% for each trade. Okay, today is Wednesday, August 15th, and it's 3:34 p.m. My account balance is $298 after I got started by depositing $250 earlier today. Here you can see the popularity tool I mentioned earlier, and as you can see, 70% of traders are trading call with the Euro USD, and that means 70% of traders are saying the Euro USD is going to go up. So I'm going to switch to the 60 Seconds tab, and I'm going to trade with the majority of the traders. I'm going with a small trade of $5 using the call button, just so that you'll be able to see how it's done, and then I'll hit Start, then OK. And the trade is starting. Now, as you can see, I'm trading the Euro USD. Here you see the time the trade started, the expiry time here, the value of the Euro USD at the time I entered into the trade, the current rate, and the payout for this trade, exactly $8.80. Which, okay, it's not a lot of money, but if you wait until the end of this video, you'll see how this accumulates to become a much larger amount. Oh, see how the bar has now turned red? This means the trade is now a losing trade, but with 70% of traders saying the currency pair is going to go up, it's not likely to stay red long, but we'll just wait and see how this works out. And there you have it. It has now turned green again, and in under 15 seconds, this trade will come in as a winning trade, giving me a seemingly insignificant profit of exactly $3.80. Again, I know tiny amounts like this isn't what you came here for, but if you have just a little bit of patience, I'm soon going to show you how these profits add up to become quite significant. As you can see, I've won the trade, and my balance updated to reflect the additional $3.80, which is probably enough to go out and buy a cheeseburger Happy Meal at McDonald's. But remember, this insignificant sum is the result of a mere 60 seconds worth of effort. Okay, let me trade a little bit until I come to a losing trade so that you can see the step-by-step strategy for dealing with this situation. I'm going to pause the video, and I'll be back with you when I lose a trade. Okay, wow, this was tough. Waiting for a losing trade can end up taking a while, as you can see. That's because, remember, I'm trading in the same direction as the majority of traders according to the popularity tool. It looks like I'm finally going to lose a trade here, and as you can see, yep, the trade is closed in the red, but it's not a problem. I don't panic. I don't get worried. Remember, losing trades here and there, it's part of the system. It simply means that it's time to move on to step 2. Now, if you remember, about 15 minutes ago, I had $298 in my account. 15 minutes later, I now have $308. It's not that great, I know. So I'll just click on the Binary Options tab again, and you can see that 70% of traders are saying the Euro USD is going to go up, and 30% of the traders are saying it'll go down. So I'm going to go with the majority of traders, and moving on to the next step, which is a $15 trade using the call button. So I'll just hit Start, and then OK. Now, because the majority option is so significant, remember, 70% of traders are saying the Euro USD will go up. I'm quite confident in this trade, even though it's still showing up in red. But as you can see, it's just turned green. Perfect. I love how accurate TradeRush's popularity tool is. Now, notice the payout is $26.40, which means I'll make a profit of $11.40. That's enough to cover my $5 losing trade from just a few minutes ago and an additional profit of almost $7. Now, if you remember, just 15 minutes ago, my balance was $298. And now my balance isn't showing my $15 investment. As you can see, it's showing $293. But don't let that bother you. It's just the result of TradeRush updating itself in real time. But in just a few seconds, we'll know the result of this trade. And even if I lose this trade, it won't matter because I'll simply move on to the next step of the system. It looks like it's coming in as expected. Excellent. This is a winning trade. My balance now shows $319.40. Remember, it was $298 when we just started 15 minutes ago. So that means we've made $22.20, or about $1 a minute. You'll soon see that this is only the beginning. Okay, let's go back to the binary options tab. 70% of traders are saying the Euro USD is going to go up. Now, it's the same as before, which makes sense because only 60 seconds passed between each of our trades. So let's go back to the 60 seconds tab. We won the last trade, so we're back at step 1 of the smart profit system. So I'm going to go with a $5 trade and hit start, and then OK. And now we're on. Now, while this trade is counting down, I'm going to take the opportunity to discuss the change that binary options brought to the world of Forex trading. In the past, Forex trading was accessible only to a certain group of people. If you wanted to join in, you had to learn how to use complicated software, and for those of us who aren't really good with computers, that was a real issue. The idea behind the development of binary options was to take Forex trading and simplify it to the point where it's accessible to anyone interested in trading. Binary options let you focus on trading. You don't need to think about anything else, and this is why I do most of my trading with these platforms. Another important thing is that in the past, in order to start trading Forex, you had to invest large sums of money, which obviously not everyone could afford. With binary options, you can start with as little as $200 and quickly find yourself with a $10,000 balance, even by making small investments each and every time. Okay, while talking to you just now, it looks like I lost the $5 trade again, but it's not a problem. All I need to do next is immediately proceed to step 2 as quickly as possible. Click the binary options tab, check the popularity tool, and go with the majority of traders. Go to the 60 seconds tab, select $15, then click start, and finally OK. So while we're waiting for the countdown again, I want to point out that I look at binary options as a business. I might win some trades and even lose some trades, as you've seen here, but I always stay in control of my money and I try to keep the bigger picture in mind. And that's really what the smart profit system's all about. And here you go, the bar has gone green again. Now, just as I didn't get excited when the bar turned red, I won't get excited now when it's green. I'm not here to get worked up over a few dollars gain or loss here and there. I'm here to make some serious money, the kind of money that would take me years and years to earn at my 9-to-5 job. Now, what I like about the smart profit system is that it allows me to manage my investments correctly, and it ensures that I'm always in control, so I'm aware of my boundaries at all times. Even if at a certain point you decide that binary options isn't your thing, you can simply cash out and move on, so you're completely in control of how much money you're risking at any point. Okay, so as expected, this one is a winning trade, and if you look at my account balance, it now shows $325.80. Now, if you remember, not even 20 minutes ago, I had $298, which means we've made almost $28 in under 20 minutes. If you calculate my hourly rate at this point, I'm averaging between $80 and $85 an hour, which is a reasonable hourly rate for me to make using the smart profit system. Now, I'm going to keep doing these trades for about 2 weeks so that I'll generate a high enough volume of trades to show you how much money can be made over the course of 2 weeks following the exact process that I've showed you here. I'm going to stop the video now and I'll be back with you in 2 weeks. Okay, so we're back and today is Tuesday, August 28th and it's 8:42 a.m. Now, if you remember, just 2 weeks ago, I deposited my initial investment of $250 in my account. 2 weeks later, my balance is showing $7,369.80. That means I've made more than $7,000 in just 14 days of work. Much, much, much more than what I could earn at my 9-to-5 job. And I'm doing this from my laptop at home, sometimes at a coffee shop or even at the beach. You might laugh, but I even tried trading once at a local McDonald's just for the fun of it.